Ex-Kano Deputy Governor in Southeast proffers solution to insecurity. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. Former Deputy Governor of Kano State, Prof. Hafiz Abubakar, says insecurity in the country can be tackled with the adoption of agriculture-based economic diversification. Has said the adoption of such economic diversification required clear guidance and responsibilities by all stakeholders. Abubakar made the call when he delivered the 10th convocation lecture for Michael Okpara University of Agriculture, Omodike MOUAU in Abia State. Abubakar, a visiting professor at the National University Commission, noted that strong political will was required to develop and implement policies and strategies for the country's economy diversification. To accommodate a growing number of young people entering the labor market, Nigeria will need to create at least 5 million new jobs each year over the next decade. Based on experience of other countries, embracing open trade and competition would help to diversify the economy and reinvigorate growth, particularly as the African Continental Free Trade Area takes effect, he said. Professor Abubakar, also former Deputy Vice Chancellor, Bayero University, Kano, said also that for Nigeria to move closer to unlocking its full agricultural potential, agricultural value chain has to be identified, mapped, prioritized, and digitized. He charged the MOUAU to lead research in this identification, mapping and deepening of agricultural value chain. The professor also urged the university to explore the triple helix model, academia, industry, government, partnership to build a model agricultural foods value chain for self-sufficiency and national orientation. Professor Abubakar's lecture was entitled Managing National Security and Diversification of Nigeria's Economy through Agriculture. Chairman of the occasion, Senator Chris Adigiji, said the topic of the lecture was apt because the role of security and nation building could not be overemphasized. Adigiji, the Pro-Chancellor and Chairman Governing Council, Federal University Lokoja, described security as a precondition for social development. Earlier in his opening remarks, Prof. Udo Habat, Deputy Vice Chancellor MOUAU, said the lecture was timely as the country was in dire need of economic advancement. He represented the Vice Chancellor Prof. Madu Ebubisi Iwe at the occasion. Herbert described the lecturer as a renowned academic with vast knowledge in the agricultural sector. The lecture was attended by eminent personalities including Dr. Cosmat Maduka, founder and chairman Charis Group, and Mr. Chika Ikenga, founder and managing director of Unicel Group. Okay, this one is, well, I say it's a good one at least. They now know that insecurity is one of the nation building. The only thing I can pick here, the most striking message in all of this is that the role of security in nation building cannot be overemphasized. You cannot flog it enough. Like nobody should come out and say, oh, you're overemphasizing it. Why? Because it is necessary. It is necessary. Over necessary. Like the necessary of it is necessary more than important. It is necessary and also important. So, in the role of no matter what you're doing, you are bringing a new policy, make sure your state is security stable. You are considering doing anything, make sure. That is like the first thing, number one thing for you to do. If your state is not, or your nation is not stable security-wise, then I tell you, whatever intentions you have for that community, for that state, for that nation, will continue to drag its feet. No matter how hard you work, you will not be seeing the result. That is just it. And of course, agriculture is one of the things that is going to boost the economy. Had it been that once upon a time, there was peace, everyone would come, agriculture remains one of the things that, is going to help upskill the economy. Yes. But at this point in time, when security has grabbed agriculture by the neck, agriculture cannot do much now. There is nothing agriculture do. Okay, imagine now. Another way it is going to hinder, if you do not believe it, farmers who cannot go to farm because of fear of terrorist activities, like the Boko Haram, bandit, ISWAP and all that. They cannot go to the farm. The few of them that manage to go to the farm and get these goods, they cannot send the goods outside. Why? Because on the road there is a possibility that even the ones they are sending via the road to the city or urban areas, so that they can get to those who need it in the towns and cities, those motorists, they might be attacked. The few one that gets to the people is not enough. So are you seeing how it's going to? And of course, with other factors. So you cannot flog this issue of, insecurity. You cannot flog it enough. You keep talking about it because it is like the number one ingredient in every soup you want to prepare. As someone who is sitting at the head or the helm of affairs, that insecurity, like it is one ingredient, you must have that security now. You must have it as an ingredient. You are planning to bring policy that will favor, everyone. It is the number one ingredient. No matter the food you are cooking, in the health sector, in the agricultural sector, in the economical sector, in anything, infrastructural development, whatever you are doing, it is like there is nothing you can do about it. You just cannot run away from it. You must use it just like salt. Use salt in when you're cooking your rice, your stew. Security remains a thing that will keep nations, both big and small, medium-sized, third world nations, developing nation. Security is the thing that they should have in common for growth. So it is like the common thing, and you cannot undermine it at all. You cannot underplay it. You cannot come and say, oh, this thing about security is no. You cannot come out and say, this thing about security is getting too much. Security this, security that. Why? Because it is in an area where there is safety of lives and property, that people will have, they will have this notch, let me do this thing. And of course, when you do it, when it prospers, people are going to see it. But if everybody is under pressure of insecurity, no, it is not going to go down well.